Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be canning up one of our favorite harvests of the year. We don't talk about them a whole lot, but they've been busy growing on the back field, and that's our Muscadine Grape. So hang around after the break, and we'll show you how we get those canned up. Alright guys, we're going to get out here in the kitchen. Tina is already, we've got the grapes harvested. She's already getting them washed up, and we're getting ready to can these up. We're going to make muscadine jelly or muscadine jam. Some people are kind of particular about how those terms are used. We don't, we're going to go ahead and juice the grapes, and we're going to not put them through a strainer. So a lot of times jelly, they'll put it in a jelly bag, and we're not going to go through that step. We're going to can it unstrained, so it's going to be a kind of a hybrid between a jelly and a jam, but man is it good. So guys, we're just going to go in here, we'll jump into the kitchen, we'll catch Tina, she's already in progress, and we'll just see how it goes from there.
Okay, we're getting ready to make some muscadine jelly, and I've got all these muscadines that I picked the other day, and they're all washed up and they're in the top part of the juicer. And there's water in the bottom, and I'm going to turn that on and let it boil, and it will release the juice from the muscadines, and they will collect in here. And then I will use this hose right here, and then I will put it into those so they can cool a little bit, and then we'll collect all the juice, and then we'll make jam in a little while. But I'll bring you back in a little bit when I've got some juice to show you. Okay, so that's the first of the juice coming out of the muscadine. I'll stop it there for a second. You see it's kind of a pretty pinky purple. And we'll get it in this metal pan so it can cool for a little bit. Hang the hose back up or it'll drip all over the floor. But that's the beginnings of some juice. Oh, and it looks like Mark found the jambalaya for supper. The beginnings of jambalaya for supper. Okay, so I've got most of the juice out. There's still a little bit in here. But it gets to a point where you can't get all of it out with the hose and you gotta tip it. But there's the played out muscadines. And there's just nothing in there but just shells and skins. I'm gonna shut this off for just a little bit because it's about time for supper. And there's biscuits in the oven to go with it. Okay, so we have 10 cups of muscadine juice, and it's got a really pretty lilac-y purple kind of color to it. But there's 10 cups of juice, so we'll be making a double batch. So, and it smells so good. Muscadines have their own scent. But we'll be back after supper. The jambalaya is all ready, and we're going to jump in here in the oven, and we're going to grab cat head biscuits, and we'll get them put on a plate. Oh, yes, they are hot. And that is supper. Ten cups of juice. And see, we need to whisk in 2 packages of pectin.
We got 10 cups of juice and 2 packages of pectin.
Yep, and we're going to put it up on medium-high heat, bring it to boil. And we've already got 14 cups of sugar measured out.
Okay, so we're making a double batch. Each batch is going to be 5 cups of juice to 7 cups of sugar, 1 box of pectin.
Yes.
Alrighty, so we're going to bring this up to a boil, and we'll bring you back when we get ready for the next part. Alright guys, Tina's getting ready to put her lids in. We're going to boil them a little bit. Show them what you're doing here, T. Put every other one facing each other and every other one facing away.
Yep, keeps them from sticking together.
Yep, it keeps them from sticking together when you get ready to start canning. So, a little hint for you guys. We've told that in another video. But we'll get those on and get them heated up while we're getting this up to a boil. I love that color.
Yeah. Okay, we're starting to get heated up here, so we're going to go ahead and put the butter in. Got a 1/2 teaspoon.
That's to help cut the foam?
Yep, help cut the foam down.
Alright guys, we're going to bring this the rest of the way up to a boil, and then we'll bring you back for the big sugar dump. Alright guys, as you can see, we've come up to a boil, and what we're looking for is a rolling boil. Tina, tell me what a rolling boil is.
Hey, it's a boil that does not stop when it's stirred.
A boil that does not stop when it's stirred. So as she stirs through this, it's pretty much keeping up to boiling. But when we get this up to a rolling boil, then are we close enough now?
That's pretty close.
Alright, Tina says we're close enough. So we're doing a double batch. We got 10 cups of juice. We are coming in with 14 cups of sugar. And that is a lot of sugar, guys. You add it all at once, and then you go ahead and get it mixed in. But I love that. That is a beautiful color on that muscadine jelly.
Yeah, it is.
That sugar really brings it out when it knocks the foam off of it. But guys, we're going to go ahead and get this stirred up, and we need to bring it back to a boil. When we get it to a boil, we're going to hold it there for 1 minute. Is that right?
Yep, 1 minute.
Alright, we'll hold it there for 1 minute, and then we're going to shut it off and get ready to can. So we'll get this back up to speed. We'll come back and you can join us then. Alright guys, we've got the water here and the water bath canner's good and hot. We're up to a rolling boil over here on the jam. The beeper you just heard in the background was 1 minute of rolling boil. Tina just shut the heat off. And she's getting a little bit of this last minute foam out of here. We'll go ahead and get this foam out. You need a second?
I think that's pretty good.
Alrighty guys. We're going to go ahead, we got the heat off. We're going to go ahead and start canning. So what foam's left in there, guys, we don't mind a little bit of foam on the jam, so not a big deal. We'll give it a stir and then we're going to get rolling. So we can it just like anything else. And bring it over here. We'll bring it up to well, how much is it? 1/4 inch?
Yeah.
1/4 inch of headspace. And we'll go ahead, we'll slap a lid on it, get a ring on it. We'll throw it over here in the water bath canner. And then how long are we going to can it for this time?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay, a lot of them will say 5 minutes for jelly, 10 minutes for jam. We're just going to go 10 minutes with our altitude. This is pretty much a jelly, but we didn't completely process it down as jelly, so we're just going to run it 10 minutes. We'll call it good, and then we're just going to move on from there. So we'll get a few of these canned up. We'll get them in the canner, and we'll bring you back. Alrighty guys, we've got 15 jars in the canner, and if you can see that one jar floating up above the other ones, that's how we crammed the 15th one in there. But we just raised the water level. Canning says at least 1 inch, so we raised the water level until all the cans had 1 inch. But Tina is canning up this last one, it's not going to go in the Waterbath canner. What we're going to do is put one of our plastic storage lids on it. We'll throw it in the fridge, and looks like we might even have a little bit extra for a second one. But guys, we'll get these put in the fridge, and we'll run these through the canner. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so. Once they hit a boil, we'll show you them coming out. Alright, we're going to jump back in here. We've gone 10 minutes. We took the lid off. We waited another 5 minutes. And it's time to start taking them out. We'll get Tina to pause here. We'll get one above the water. Take a look at that great color in the good light. There you go, guys. That's some great color.
Purgandy.
Purgandy. Tina's made up yet another word. It's pretty Purgandy. But I think it's purple and burgundy mixed together.
Yeah.
But, alright guys, we'll get them all out of here. We'll get them cooled down. We'll bring you back and show you how many we got. Alright guys, so I'll give you one last look at the jam here. You can see that wonderful color on them. But, we'll get out here. We'll see we got 12, 13, 14, 15 jars of it. We got a little extra jarred up that we'll just use right away. It may be another jar and a half or so. But, I want to give you one more look at it, and then we'll get out here and wish you well. Alright guys, that's about going to wrap it up for the video today. The jam turned out really, really good. We're really pleased with it, and glad the color came out so nice and bright. That always helps. You eat with your eyes first, so always a nice treat to see something nice too. But guys, we're glad to have the harvest. Takes a lot to raise most of your own food on a homestead, but we keep after it, and like I said, we go from frost to frost, and we've already had a few of them, so we are continuing on beyond the frost. So guys, we appreciate you coming by the channel. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, leave us a comment down below, or if you have any questions, leave those down below too. Your questions and comments and your thumbs up are interactions that tell YouTube to show our videos to more people. That's one way you can support the channel. And guys, if you're new to the channel and you like what you saw, we hope you'll subscribe. Down next to the subscribe button is a bell. If you'll ring that bell, that'll send you a notification whenever we release a new video. And that's a great way to keep up with the channel. Now, one more thing before we run off. I want to send a little shout out. We've been trying to support some of our other YouTube friends here. But I'll give a little shout out to Alex Sawyer at the Sawyer Farms. I'm going to put a link to her video up here in the corner. But if you guys would go over there and show her some support, she's a real sweet young lady, and her husband is a Marine. So if you guys, I was a U.S. Navy, U.S. Marine Corps corpsman, so I've got a soft spot for the Marines. So if you would, go over there and tell them Bumblebee Junction sent you. They put out a recent video on rabbits. They've got some really awesome looking rabbits over there. But if you guys would get over there and show them some love, I'd really appreciate it. And like I said, we'll throw a link up there. You can come back to it right after the video, and just go over there and show them a little bit of love. They're a new channel taking off. They're taking off like a rocket, and we're real proud of them. Glad to know them. But we're going to go ahead and get out of here. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll catch you in the next one.